For more information, check out my blog, Dhukai.com. Follow me. Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get this braided hairstyle look that so many of you guys have been requesting on my Instagram. It's really easy to do, so let's just get started. My hair is already flat ironed. I flat ironed it yesterday, so it's day old. You can do this on any type of hair. You can do it curly hair, straight hair, wavy hair, whatever you like. So I'm just brushing all of my hair back. Then I'm going to take this steel, is it steel? I don't know, it's like a metallic rat tail comb, and I'm just going to create a part. You can do a center part with this, you can do a side part, whatever you'd like. I personally like it with a center part. That's just how I've been wearing it. So I'm doing a center part and then splitting my hair into two sides and brushing it out, making sure there are no tangles in the hair. Then I'm just going to grab some dry shampoo. I'm using this because I do have day-old hair, and I also wanted to add a little texture to my hair. So just spraying this wherever I'm going to be doing the braid and just running it all along my scalp, making sure that it's everywhere and there's no powdery residue left behind. Now I'm just going to section my hair. So going 2 inches back, I'm going to section my hair diagonally to my ear, and I'm stopping at the front of my ear. It's easier to see what I'm doing rather than me explaining, so you guys can see I'm just taking a section and sectioning it away right at the front of my ear, because that is where our braid is going to be. And I'm just going to clip that aside. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side, and you want to make sure that both of these parts are even and they're pretty much the same. You're also going to need a elastic, and mine is so ratchet. That happens to all of my elastics because my hair is just so much. And some clippies. So yeah, just sectioning off the other side and clipping that away. Once that's clipped away, I'm just going to make sure and check that both my sections are even, and you guys will see in just a second that they're not. So I'm just making sure that it's even and both sections are exactly the same, because you don't want an uneven braid on both sides, because you can notice just a little bit. So I think that's the most important part. See, my lines don't match up, so I'm just making sure my lines match up here. And this metal comb is the best thing ever. So many of you guys ask me how I get my parts so clean, and it's really because of this comb. Like, it really gets all the hair and gives you a really clean section, which I really like. So I'm clipping away the 2 front sections, which is going to be our braid. Now I'm going to take a section by the crown of my head after I brush all of my hair back, and I'm going to be teasing this section. So right here in this part of my head, I'm just going to take a horseshoe shaped section and section that off. Be gentle with your hair. My hair is all one length now, so it's so hard to section it, but be gentle with it. Love your hair. And then I'm just going to tie back the bottom section, because we are not going to be needing that. Now with this top section, you'll see it's a horseshoe shape. I'm just going to brush it out, make sure there's no tangles in it, and then I'm going to tease it. You totally don't have to tease your hair if you don't want to. Because the hair is going to be so flat to the head with the braid, I like to have a little bit of lift at the back. So I'm just spraying some dry shampoo just to get a little bit of texture in my hair, and then I'm very gently teasing it. You could grab an even bigger section if you'd like and tease it even bigger. I personally don't like a really heavily teased look on me because I have such a small head. Like, it just does not suit me. So I like to do a very light tease and just brush it out. So last section, I'm just teasing. I just took horizontal sections that were about 1 inch thick and teased them. I always bend the comb because it always bends in my horsehair. Anyways, now I'm just gonna mold that tease and brush it through so that it's nice and seamless and you don't see the tease coming through. Like I said, you can poof this up as big as you'd like, but that's about the thickness that I like my tees to look. So now I'm just going to start on the first section and I'm going to start braiding it. So I take a diagonal horizontal piece in the front and I start braiding it. Now I'm not doing a French braid, I'm doing an inverted braid. So it's kind of like you're cornrowing the hair. So instead of going under with the strands, you're going over. And what this is going to do is just give you an inverted braid and have the braid sitting on top instead of under. It's going to give you a really defined braid, kind of like a cornrow. So I braid going towards the back of my head first. See how the braid is going towards the back of my head, and then I braid downwards because the section is in the front. So now I'm just braiding downwards, and like I said, all the pieces are going on top and not under. A standard braid you go under, and in this inverted braid you just go over. And then I'm just braiding it halfway down the hair strand, and then I'm going to move my ear and tuck it behind my ear, and I'm going to bobby pin this back. I like to use 3 bobby pins to make sure that my hair is nice and tight and secured in there. And one of the most important things is to bobby pin it into the little ponytail that we created in the back. This is going to give you a much cleaner look, trust me. So just really pinning that in and making sure that's nice and tight so that my braid doesn't come loose throughout the day. And now I'm just going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So I'm taking a diagonal section, which is kind of horizontal. It's like a diagonal horizontal. I tried to make a word, but it sucked. And I'm just doing the exact same thing. So first I'm braiding back. I'm taking 3 small little strands and I'm starting my braid, and I'm going over top instead of under with the braid. I really hope that makes sense. And then I'm going downwards. And by downwards, I mean just the direction, like the way I'm directing the braid. I'm directing it towards the back of my head first, and then once I get to my temple area, I'm directing it downwards, as you can see here. And then I'm braiding halfway down the strand. You can braid the total strand if you'd like, it's entirely up to you. I just personally like to go halfway down and then really secure that right behind my ear. So hold it pretty tight behind the ear, take your bobby pins and pin that sucker into place so that it doesn't move. Now you could leave it as is and leave the ponytail in the back and you won't see it because the top section that we teased will cover it, and this will give you a much neater look, but I personally like to take the ponytail out. So I just took the ponytail out and then I sprayed my hair with some hairspray. I like the L'Oreal Elnett hairspray. I really like the way that it works. I'm just spraying the braid and my tease just a little bit, and once you do that, the entire look is done. I like to have all my hair at the back. You can totally bring it to the front. You can wear it however you'd like. You can tie it in a ponytail. There's just so many ways you can wear this hair, and I especially love this hair because it's perfect for those days you don't want to wash your hair and get away with not washing it. So that's about it. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!